Listen, I don't normally do videos like this, but come on guys, give me a break. Can I have a little fun every once in a while? That 1,000 subscribers video was really taxing on me for some reason, and I just want to do something casual and fun, so don't worry, I got a bigger fully animated video in the works, but this should fill the air until I complete that, so here we go. So recently I was talking with my family about memories of Christmases past, and I brought up one instance from when I must have been around 9 years old. I confess that I had been snooping through my parents' closet to see what they had bought me for the upcoming Christmas, and I saw a highly coveted toy from when I was that age. And I recollected that I had never seen it since, nor had I or any of my siblings ever received that gift. And my dad went to his room and returned, tossing me this. But oh no, this wasn't just a toy. It was also a game! That's right, folks. Funkeys. Before Skylanders, before Disney Infinity, before freaking Amiibo, there was this one OG game where you bought the toys, and then the toys became part of the game.
Will you be funky?
Unlock a whole new world of games and adventures with You Be Funkeys. You can explore funky worlds, play funky games. Each Funky is a key that unlocks new worlds. The more Funkies you get, the more worlds to discover. Use Funky coins to buy cool stuff and show off your crib. But all is not peaceful in Funkyland. Henchmen are robbing the Funkies. You can help defeat them and the evil master locks.
If you be funky.
You Be Funky starter kit comes with CD-ROM and 2 figures. Works with your PC. Other figures each hold.
That's it, take all my money, take it all. I only had $3 for this shot. When can I die? Here's how it worked. The game had different zones like hell, space, underwater, China? Anyway, each zone could only be accessed by 4 certain Funkies. Get it? Fun keys?
Oh, I get it. That's pretty clever.
So in order to go to a zone, you had to go buy one of those Funkies. Each Funky of a zone had their own clubhouse in which you could play their minigame, which most of the time was just a game you've played before. Bowling, Breakout, Candy Crush, I think this was a Neopets game, Skee Ball, Space Invaders, Mini Golf, Stop the Spiders from Getting Into Your Soup? This doesn't seem that hard. Oh no, stop! No! Get out of there! Don't get webs in my soup, that's gross! No! This game, you scare the fish to get them to vomit up pearls. That's not how fish work. True terror. You had to have the Funky to go into their corresponding clubhouse. So, in order to access certain parts of the game and, actually play the game, you had to buy what is essentially DLC. And each of these things were $5, a price that would increase as the game went on. Sure, it was a corporate scam, but it was my corporate scam, damn it. And 8-year-old John Bob bought these things with his own money, because my parents weren't paying into something like this, believe me. So what did I buy it with, my allowance? My parents didn't do allowance. We did chores out of our thankfulness for birth and fear of being kicked out and forced to live on the streets. So I used birthday money and whatever else I could scrounge up to buy these things. That only shows how sold I was on this game concept. So these are my Funkies. I had the Funkies carrying case thing here, so obviously that could carry them all. The rest are all over here. Let's see here. There's got Sands. We got Abomination. There's a fish guy. That's kind of cool. The girl Funky. Satan. Horrible Abomination. Yeah, so some of them had different shaped heads. The special chat Funkies that had their own special multiplayer chat rooms that you could go to. They had these special heads. Let's see, we got our illegal alien Funky. Watch out for Trump Funky. This is like one of the only ones that makes the most sense with the ears, because it's a bear. This guy is ooh yeah, that guy's weird. Ooh, it's the China. red sands. And of course you got the big one with its little thing so that they could go on them. Like that. So yeah, at first these were NPCs characters, but then they made it so that you could buy them. Island tribe of midgets, still the same feet, so that they can fit on the. They can still fit on the thingy. Here's the chieftain of the midgets. A Wendy's Funky bobblehead, because they had a toy deal with Wendy's. Sold those in their kids' meals. So yeah, we even had a few unopened ones. That's kind of cool, mint condition. Now that one's pretty ugly. So yeah. Gotta have my Funkeys. So, each Funky is pretty much the exact same base shape with a different skin. Talk about same body syndrome, am I right? Hey, you know what? That probably explains where I got that. Actually, the entire game seemed to have aspects that were based around taking one thing and retexturing it over and over again, which seems a little artistically bankrupt looking back. The characters, the clubhouse interiors, some of the store items. But hey, I loved the aesthetic and art of the game. The maps and buildings here are artistic masterpieces. It all has a blend of 3D and 2D. That just really works for me. Like, look at this! This gives me the art feelies inside. Oh, and the music was sublime. Like, what is this? A new Fortnite default dance song? As the game went on, they added more zones and Funkies. There was the Funkeys Island update, Dream State, Hidden Realm, and a tie-in with that Speed Racer movie, oddly enough. Like, they funkified the characters from that movie and everything. This is Snake Oiler from the movie. It was kind of weird, but I don't know, I was jiving with it. And the racing games were actually kind of fun. The weird cartoony atmosphere of that movie really meshes with this game well. All of this is only a fraction of what the game had to offer. If I sat here and talked about every aspect of the game, it would take a much longer video to complete. And I'm sure you're tired of hearing some nerd gushing about his favorite childhood game. But hey, I think this weird, cash-guzzling toy game experience really had an impact on me as an artist to some extent. Its storytelling, its world building, its charm and atmosphere, it's all something I hope to emulate in my own creations. So, whatever happened to this game? Why aren't kids still playing it today? Well, after a few years of being around, the game shut down. As it ran its course, it really seemed like they were trying to look for new ways to get money. They would package certain Funkies into double packs, so you had to buy one you already had in order to get the new one. They raised the price of the individual Funkies, like I said, and they even added an in-game currency that you had to pay for. But in the end, it was all for naught. I guess the game just wasn't as profitable as you'd think, and they had to shut down the whole operation. As a fan from the game's beginning, this was devastating for me. Recently though, I've been able to find a version online, so I can replay it and relive the experience. But still, since the servers aren't up anymore, some of the online functions just don't work. Also, since they stopped making the toys, there's some aspects of the game I never got to experience, which is kinda disappointing. It's interesting to see how things like this fail. It just goes to show you, no matter how money-grubbing some toy or game prospects seem, it's not always out of greed, but sometimes it's out of necessity. Speaking of which, you should really support my Patreon. Wow, what a good video. This is probably going to be one of the best videos I ever made. What? That right there, I do believe that's a John Bob Funky. That's a John Bob Funky right there. Gotta try it out. I wonder what happens when... I wonder if it works. Oh, it's beautiful. Thanks for watching, you beautiful people. Again, I know I'm supposed to be an animator. I tried to have as many animated portions of this video as I could. But this stuff takes time, you know, and I gotta stay on that grind, as they say. Keep on the lookout for the next fully animated video I have in the works. I hope to get it to you folks as soon as possible, as well as some teasers and sneak peeks. Maybe follow my Twitter for some updates. If you made it this far, comment, "John Boy is a chunky Bob," so I know who my most dedicated fans are.